Copying Ayanakoji is extremely hard when you're an extrovert. If you love to socialize, love to party, love to chit-chat, etc., it will be very hard and stressful for you to try to copy him. However, if you're an introvert and actually don't have many friends, 1 to 4 acquaintances, I'd say it might be a lot easier for you. First of all, you need to be able to analyze people around you. In the light novel, the narrator, which is actually Ayanakoji most of the time, spends a considerable amount of his time talking to himself, even when he's around people. He always seems to be trying to analyze people's emotions and attitude. He only talks when he is asked or when he feels like it's necessary. And yes, do not talk when you don't have to, or before thoroughly thinking about what you're going to say. Thirdly, you need to be a master manipulator. Ayanakoji is seen, in both the anime and the light novel, to be manipulating his friends to achieve his goals. However, only do so to achieve positive outcomes for your surroundings or benefits for yourself. An important note: if you actually manage to achieve something useful for your surroundings, make sure you don't get any credit for what you did for unnecessary attention. To repeat Ayanakoji's words, Ayanakoji is an extremely gifted person who tries his hardest to hide his talents from others. He is seen to be using his classmate Horikita to complete his plans. However, if you want to apply that to your actual life, do not use anyone or let anyone get credit for something you did for no reason at all. To explain a bit more, Ayanakoji makes Horikita get all the credit because he believes that she needs allies to reach Class A, and Horikita herself is aware of that. In other words, you might want a friend to be aware of why you're letting him have all the credit for something you did. Honestly though, it would be extremely weird if you helped your peers out for no reason. Be extremely athletic, but don't actually show people what you're capable of unless you're obliged to. In the anime adaptation, Ayanakoji was forced to reveal some of his martial arts skills when the student council president attacked him. Also, in case you're wondering how athletic, strong you should be, let's just say you need to be able to win a 4-on-1 fight without receiving a single scratch. Be extremely good at containing your emotions. Have a poker face. You're not supposed to be an emotionless psychopath, but don't let your emotion-mometer explode when facing an unusual situation. Try to keep your cool no matter what, and try to not care when people hurt you or make fun of you. Have a good relationship with your surroundings. Try to be liked despite your nature. Don't make yourself enemies. Though he might sound distant and emotionless, Ayanakoji always tries his best to help and be kind to people around him. For instance, he was there for his classmate Sakura when she needed him and is always willing to accept requests from his comrades without expecting anything in return. Finally, you need to actually be smart, near genius level. I mean, come on, what's the point of all this if you're an absolute idiot? Being an idiot but at the same time, an outgoing, friendly and a kind person who loves to party and socialize, which is the total opposite of Ayanakoji, is miles better than being an idiot and at the same time, a distant introvert that avoids people most of the time. As a person that wants to be like Ayanakoji, you need to aware of this, and I am pretty sure you already are. Believe me if I tell you that Ayanakoji is not Ayanakoji without his intelligence.